Across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing Jones, looking deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one, 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's caught by Galladay. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Another try for Barkley. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. The 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings them 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Throwing is Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Giants. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch time. Tight end rock. 4 down. Mike 50. Check my 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Mike 54. I got one. Hey, check 24.
Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Gano's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a carry for Sanders. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds. Matt Nagy wants the officials to take another look at that one. He'll throw out the challenge flag.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Hurts. The quick slant caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balance.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Giants 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Looking to throw. Jones. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
But first down hurts. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1. Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Sanders again, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. It got his man complete.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
To throw again on second down. Jones, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
50's the Mike. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get that home.
From the gun, Jones. There, that's complete to Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it back It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Toney. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jones throwing for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing is Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
This ball complete to Rager. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and 8 coming up. They'll run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.